Three, two, one, go. And looks like we're off. So, how is everyone? Happy Friday. How's your week been? I hope everyone is doing good. Busy day ahead with US data coming up. How many of you trade the US session? If you want to go ahead and let me know in the chat, feel free. If you've got any questions throughout, let me know. Feel free, and we'll go through them as they come on. But the purpose of today's meeting with you all is I'm noticing a lot of newcomers to our excellent service here at FXStreet Premium. And some of you may not know that there is mentorship on offer. There is a fantastic strategy which I teach, for which I wanted to showcase for you all today. And no matter your level of trading, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or consider yourself advanced and consistently profitable, you may well want to take us up on the mentorship. I cater for all levels, no matter how far down the trading journey you are. For some of you that beginners, it's a long road ahead for you, but I could help to fast track you towards being consistently profitable. Now, anything that I give you here is not investment financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I used to be when I worked in London, in the city, and in the banks and trading floors. But I am an educator of my strategy that I use for day trading. It can be adapted to swing trading. And if any of you would like to go that route, I can certainly help you optimize a swing trading strategy. I used to swing trade, but there is no need. I can pull out the same results on a day within a couple of hours that otherwise I would have to wait days for the same result, tripling my initial investment. I can do that in a single session, such as like you're seeing here on the screen. Now, this is a trade that I put on. I've recently joined the signal service at FXStreet, which again is not investment advice. It's purely for educational purposes. But I thought, given that I've just started giving out signals, typically on a Wednesday and Friday at the moment, perhaps down the line more frequently, but I trade live in front of my students on a Wednesday and Friday. Again, not investment advice. It's not a signal service that I'm offering during the live sessions. It's purely for education, teaching my students with a hands-on approach how to trade the strategy that I use for day trading. Okay, so let's get into the strategy. I thought I'd give you something for free today and show you exactly how I came about identifying this trade setup that produced 4.3R. Admittedly, I had my eye off the ball because there was a far quicker outcome trading the US 30. But as I say to my students, when I'm trading live in front of the students, I'm offering mentorship. I am teaching like on a blackboard the strategy. So I can't be focused on everything all at the same time. So from time to time, I'm not trading optimally because I'm answering questions, going through other assets, instruments that people want me to look at. Anyhow, so generally I pull off a trade that is profitable in each one of these sessions. We've done around 15, don't hold me to that number, but I think it's about 15 live trading sessions. And 90% of those have been a profitable day. That's not a bad batting average. Um, and the outcomes are typically 3R or more. This in particular was 4.3R, but it's not uncommon that my students are pulling off round about 9R, and you'll see evidence of that in when you dive into the education channel. There are students which have posted their results. Um, so I'm just going to read some questions coming through. Is it only me, or are there? It may only be you that you can't see the screen. No screen seen. Okay, there are two. Okay, there are three people that have no video. There are four people that have no video. Let me try resharing the screen. Um, and we will do that now. Trying again. Bear with me one moment. Okay. Right. Those that said they could not see the screen, can you see the screen? Please let me know. Okay, great. So, great. I noticed that Rafa here is here. Rafa is one of our students. Um, how are things going for you, Rafa? Do you want to give any information in the chat to anyone that's perhaps new to this service and have no idea about it? Um, I hope you're doing well, Rafa. And that reminds me, we need to hook up. I'm coming to Barcelona next week, so save the dates. You're welcome to pop along to the offices and meet the team. Anyway, moving along, let's do a presentation of the mentorship. And first of all, we will go through this trade. So I'll show you exactly how this trade came about. My approach is a multi-time frame approach. I use higher time frames and I work my way down into the chart. So typically I will look at the monthly flow and I want to see how the trend is progressing on the monthly, on the weekly. So these candles here are the monthly bars. These candles here are the weekly bars. These candles over here are the daily bars, and we can ignore this one. This is the 5-minute candles. I don't need to go into the 5-minute chart in this webinar because I can't give away the entry rules, of course, because they are reserved exclusively for students that partake in the mentorship. But what I will be giving to you for free today is how I establish my bias for my setups. Okay, I am hunting out the best trade setups. I'm not putting my finger in the air and hoping it goes up or goes down. These are setups that are based upon the trend and momentum that is in the market at any given time. This works in Tokyo, this works in London, this works in the US. Okay, if I was an insomniac, I could trade all 3 sessions and typically come out profitable each and every day. I could not even know what instrument I'm looking at, and this strategy works on all markets. It is momentum. It's nothing new under the sun. This has been around for hundreds of years since markets have been trading. It is momentum. It is a simple approach for identifying the best trade setup in your given session. Okay? And I'm using the higher time frames to identify the bias for the day. So typically, if you have momentum on the monthly chart, on the weekly chart, coming all the way down to the daily chart, and if the majority of those 3 time frames are aligned, in one direction, bullish or bearish, then that takes half of your workload away in being able to identify a potentially profitable trade setup. Does that make sense? Are you all with me? Give me some feedback. Are there any questions around that? Okay, Rafa, thank you. Congratulations, fellow trader. Rafa is confirming that he passed his funded trading challenge. This is how powerful this strategy is. Rafa, how long have you been a student of this strategy? Not long. As I said, I can fast track students to a profitable outcome in your trading journey. It's taken me personally years to arrive at identifying a strategy, optimizing it so that I'm consistently profitable. It's cost me a lot of money along the way, but for a small one-off price, which we'll go through momentarily, you can disregard all of the pitfalls that I had to go down. Okay, I was not spared the rod, as one of my mentors, which who I reveal is Stacey Burke. He often says, um, "Not spared the rod along the way." It has been a long, hard journey, and I'm offering all of my experience. I have 20 years in the foreign exchange market, and I'm giving you all of my experience that has got me to this juncture of my career. And I'm not for one moment saying that I've reached the Holy Grail, but this is as close as I've come to it. Um, and I'm giving it to you um, as we value our members very much at FX Street in a concise, simple trading strategy that will be taught to you in a bespoke fashion, one-to-one coaching with me. If you can't see the screen, what I can't do is keep coming in and out. I'll do it one last time, but it's a fault at the end of Discord, I would say. It's not uncommon that this happens. Entire screen. Let's try this again. This is the last time I'm going to do this because it just slows everything up and it's a busy day ahead. I need to prepare for my students as I trade live in front of them today, and we need to make our watch list to ensure that we find the best trade setup that we're going to take today. And I'll be posting it as a signal in our signal service in the Discord for everybody. But only the students will know how we arrive at the trade setup. And if you want to know how we're going to pull these types of trades off, then by all means, I welcome you into the mentorship. Anyway, let's get into it. So I'm looking at momentum in the market, and that helps me arrive at my best trade setup across all of the instruments that I would look at for my session. I trade the New York session and Tokyo. I have a watch list for each time zone. So for New York, I'm typically looking at assets related to the US dollar. Makes sense. I trade during the time of the day where one would expect there to be the highest volumes. So we've got the treasury market open, we've got currency traders doing their business, we've got large corporations doing their business, okay, international trade going on, and we have Wall Street open. So I typically trade from between 8 in the morning until lunchtime, and then I'm done for the day. I'm looking for a parabolic trade that will blow off either up or down, that will be over, depending on the volatility in the market, but they can be done and dusted within minutes, within an hour. This particular one was quite a frustrating trade because it took quite some time to play out, but within a couple of hours we made we quadrupled our initial investment. Um, Now, the Dow Jones, however, on this particular day was done within 15 minutes for the same outcome. Um, so let's look at the chart and how did I arrive at that trade setup. Um, let's scan out to the 4-hour chart. Um, Now, what we use is an indicator which has been put together by myself and colleagues, um, which is destined to become a much more powerful indicator in the very near future, which will actually arrive at identifying the setup that you wish to take. So I have a series of setups depending on whether we're bullish, bearish on the day. And there is a handful of setups that we could choose from, and it's about identifying which setup fits the mold of the day, how well the engineered is how well the chart is engineered for that particular setup. Sounds complicated at the moment, but it really isn't. Once you're in the mentorship, I teach you all of this, and it will become crystal clear. But this indicator has been put together, so it's a fantastic time to be joining. My students that joined first off, such as Rafa, didn't have the benefit of this indicator. All right, they were having to mark up their charts manually. It took a lot of time to do so because we're looking for highs and lows of the month, the week, the closing prices of the day, the week. We're looking at lower candles, 4-hour, 8-hour, and we're executing our trades on 15-minute, 5-minute price action on the chart. So we're zooming in. So in this instance, I'm just going to clear off all of the drawings and we can just look at the chart. So in this instance, as you can see, all of these lines mean something to me as the trader. Okay, they are identifying my levels that I need to see how the price is behaving around. Again, last month's high, last month's low, last week's high and low, the daily high and low. Okay, whether the market's broken out, whether it's broken out and come back inside of the ranges of those time frame ranges, and this indicator gives you all of that information. I can literally come to my screen 10 minutes before I want to trade. So let's say I'm interested to trade gold. Gold will typically move from 9 a.m. onwards. I will typically trade gold from 9 a.m. onwards. I'm not interested in trading stop hunt territory, which might be 7 a.m. in the morning. Okay. I have identified the perfect timing window for each instrument that I trade. I will teach you that. So I can come to my window of opportunity, say, call it the kill zone. I can turn up literally 10 minutes. Okay. I could have gone out for a run, taken the dog for a walk, do whatever I want to do in the morning, and live a life of fulfillment of doing the things I really enjoy, come to the screen 10 minutes of preparation in time to take a trade because this table does everything for me. And I just need to glance at it, choose which instrument is I prefer depending on how everything's set up, and then with the rules of the strategy, apply them and off we go. So in this instance, myself and students were chatting away about all various things, and then we use the table to identify the setup, or well, the bias of the market, and we were able to take that trade due to the bias of the market. Okay, the rules of the strategy were applied, and we knew that we had a setup due to what happened leading up to us taking the trade. It's a methodical, mechanical approach, rule based. This is not a situation, oh, I think it might go up, I think it might go down, biting my nails when I'm in it. I'm thinking about, right, when this moves in the direction that there is a 90% chance that it will do it because of the rules, the conditions that the market is in, and how the strategy identifies these trades. I'm not thinking about will I get stopped out. I'm thinking about, well, if I do, I don't mind, because there are thousands of more trades down the line and thousands that have been done in the past that are profitable. Okay. I'm not for 1 minute claiming that every single trade is a profitable trade. I'm not saying that. But I am saying the trade setups that we identify are high probability setups. And I'm thinking, when am I going to add to the position? When am I going to size in? I'm not claiming I put my house on every trade, right? But I'm looking for trade setups that are highly probable to explode in the direction that I am positioned, and thinking about how I am going to maximize on that trade setup. Okay, so in this instance, we had a market that rallied, trapping traders going long, and this is what I know. Once traders are trapped up long, the squeeze plays out. Okay, this is a zero-sum game. There are winners and losers, and I intend to be on the right side of that move. Okay, so we had a situation that broke out of the prior day's high, it broke out of the previous week's high. It's highly probable, because most markets, when they break out, they fail, that a reversal trade setup will play out. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how we were able to take advantage of the market, of the S&P on that particular day. This was on Wednesday this week. Okay, so it's actually, if you care to go and look at the trade signal, it's there in the Discord channel, that trade playing out. All right, it was a signal that was given. I even gave a heads up to anyone that might have taken it. I said, this is what I'm looking at, this is what I expect, and it played out perfectly. So, any questions? Why isn't Roadman replying on text in it? I'm on a laptop, Davs. I'm always on a laptop. I never use my phone for trading. Get some screen with a muscle fist, I think. Thanks, Davs. Right, this will be recorded. Well, it is being recorded. So if you can't hear, but Davs, I don't think it's the best place to be. You're in a pub. Work and play. So for anyone that can't see the screen, then there will be a recording of this. I'll post it. We're about to wrap up. I'll post it, and it will be uploaded very shortly, within the next half an hour. Now, so that's it. That's essentially strategy. The indicator is a paid for indicator, but it's in beta testing, and we're allowing students to use it for free. While you learn the strategy, you get to use it for free. All right. Now, there is an onboarding process with all of this information. And let's go through, if you want to take part of this mentorship, I'll start explaining the details of it. Okay. And I'm just going to try and drag this across. Hopefully you can still see what's going on. All right. So let me just stop streaming, start streaming, and see, make sure that it still works. Right. So you should now be seeing behind the chart, you should be seeing a browser. Okay. And I'll just sort of widen it a bit. Any questions about the strategy, guys? Obviously, I can't give away all the rules, but I've given you some insight as to my approach. And I talk about it a lot as well within the analysis, Ask Our Analysts. I give you my insights. I show you how I arrive at my bullish or bearish bias for the day. But these are some of the reviews, right? So we're getting a lot of satisfaction. People are passing their funded trading challenges, 5-star reviews. Here's Jamie saying he got 9 times his money on one of his trades comfortably. Um, so lots of reviews. So if you want to go and read these reviews, they're on Trustpilot. Okay, just need to go over to Trustpilot, and they're all there. I can send you the link if you want. Now, what you get in the mentorship, as I said, is all of the education. The education comes in PDF format and also a library of videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, so on my YouTube channel, I have a private, exclusive um, library of videos for my students. And these videos are a step-by-step process. This is not a race or a sprint. You need to go through this methodically, one by one. It's all in order, and it will take you to how to trade the strategy. Okay? And every Wednesday and Friday, you're invited to join me trading live the strategy, and I put the recordings of those in this playlist as well. So even if you can't make the live trading session, which are during the US session, you can always go back and watch the video anyway. All right. They're very educational. They are set up not to give you a signal. I don't want people joining just to try and trade on the back of my trades. I want my students to learn how to trade. I don't advocate following signals. Although we give them at FXStreet, I advocate that you learn how to trade. You learn a system. And once you've learned it, you've got it for life. The markets are not going to change overnight, right? This system has worked for years since trading began. Markets move in cycles, and we identify those cycles and we profit from them. All right. So everything is in here that you need to learn. All right. From the onboarding process to a welcome video to setting you up with the indicator to setting you up with all the things that you need on TradingView, suggestions of what TradingView package to take up, either the Plus or Pro, depending on which indicators you want to use, how many you want to use, and so forth. Again, this is one of our trades blowing off. That's on a 5-minute chart. And with those videos, okay, you also get to join the coaching group. Okay, so within this coaching group, you are just checking that it's still there. Yes. Well, you can use TradingView. No, I don't use MT4 for analysis. The charting package there, personally, I can't stand it. It's prehistoric. Use TradingView. It's free. But if you're going to trade the strategy, I would advocate signing up for at least the Plus version. It's around about $20 or something around that mark. Okay, it's a small investment for. I mean, one of these trades will pay for that and a lot more. How to join? I'll get to that in a moment. I'm just showing you what you get. So you'll be joining the coaching group, and in here we collaborate. Myself and students, we talk about the setups, the bias on the day. Students buddy up with each other. They trade together. They identify what setups are showing up, the bias for the day. They've got together um, on conference calls, using Zoom or Gmail, whatever it might be, Gmail Meet. And those that are joining the mentorship that are new to it are kindly being received by existing students that are already passing their funded trading challenges, making money, potentially making money from the strategy, and they're more than happy to help you. So in my absence, even, you can ask away in the coaching channel, and kind fellow traders will help you along your journey of learning the system. So it's a fantastic family of traders we're building in this group. And then once you've got some knowledge of the strategy and how to identify a setup, I'll invite you into the live trading channel. And the live trading channel is where I will post you a link, okay, that you can join, typically on Zoom at the moment. And that's where we collaborate. We look at the market together. We identify what setups are coming up, potentially setups that are forming, depending on the bias on the day. And it's good fun. We have good crack there. And like I said, we started this relatively recently. We've had around about 15 live trading sessions, and the vast majority of those have been a profitable day. I can only think of maybe 2 down days, or not. I don't even know if there's been a down day, possibly, maybe break even. But nonetheless, very successful outcomes, such as this here. I keep showcasing that one. Here's another one here, and so on. All right, so you get to join both of these channels. Now, this is a lifetime opportunity. You sign up, and so long as you're a premium member of FXStreet, you have access to this coaching group. You can have lifetime membership to the live trading if you want to opt into continuing with it. It's a monthly subscription. Um, the the initial onboarding of this mentorship, you're able to enjoy 8 live sessions. But if you want to pay for more, you can do that. But really, after 8 live sessions, you should be adequately advanced enough to be trading by yourself. As I said, I'm fast tracking you to becoming a consistently profitable trader. Okay, so that's essentially what there is within the package. Now, if you want to sign up, um, do so, and we will arrange your first one-to-one session with me. Okay. The current price is $499. I can't promise that it will stay as cheap as that, um, but it is now at the moment. So take advantage of that. If you want a link to this and you want to sign up immediately, I believe payday is probably coming around the corner for many of you. So I would take advantage of this offer. There is only myself, and I can't be on the computer all day offering um, meetings to too many students, but I certainly have time over the next few months. If anyone is interested to take advantage of my time, then I'll be delighted to take you on. So, as I said, it's a bespoke service. We speak one on one. We have our meetings one on one, and I'm available to you pretty much round the clock. And typically, it will also be available to you on weekends. So, depending on my availability, but um, my motivation is to get you to become a profitable trader. Okay, that's my motivation. I get satisfaction from the great reviews and feedback that I get, and that's all I need. So that's all I want, truthfully. So there we are. That's it in a nutshell. Are there any further questions? We'll wrap this up. Okay, I think. Okay, and is anyone interested here to sign up today? We've only got one person requesting. If there's anyone else, let me know. You can send me a direct message and we'll get you set up immediately. If you want to reach out to me on my Discord DM, I'm there for you and be delighted to start working with you. Okay, thank you very much and good luck, traders, for today.